My name is Abe. I was Employee of the Year. Now I'm dead meat.
Pull a gun on me again and dead meat.
Dead meat! You might actually beat me. You really think so? Hell no! You're dead meat.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror video games and show you how they were made. I'm Zoran. Did you miss the mustache, Gavoyich? And today we're looking at the Happyhills Homicide 2, Out for Blood, released in 2025. Taking place 6 years after the first game, you once again don the mask of the Pale Grin Killer, as well as the detective who desperately tried to stop him. And to raise the stakes even higher, you'll also play as a vigilante named William Tombstone Carpenter, who might actually be more of a murderer than Pale Grin. Good God. Created once again by Copperbolt Games, aka Daniel Welding, the lone mystery man from the Netherlands that I interviewed last time, Happyhills 2 ups the gameplay, gore, graphics, and price, going from free to $3.
I don't want to make full fleshed out expensive games. It's a very small amount.
In fact, Daniel has made many free games, including Jack Kane, the Demon Killing Dude, Whiskers, Vermination, and A Turd in the Dark, which, you guessed it, you play as a turd in the dark. But this was his first sequel, and he was initially hesitant to the idea.
I never really liked sequels on movies and games. I always loved them as one thing, one part.
But Happyhills was his most successful game, and a sequel made sense for the genre.
But I thought every slasher has a cheesy sequel, so let's do it.
Working on his own, the sequel took around 2 to 3 years to make using the same Game Maker Studio engine as the first, but this time with increased visuals. And speaking of visuals, this is actually the very first 4K episode of Kill Count Games. So, you can see even more pixels in these, low-res pixels. You're welcome. Happyhills 2 builds on everything that I loved from the first game, with incredibly creative deaths, new playable characters, and puns. Which is why I'm bringing back the Prime Pun Award, because no good pun should go unrewarded. Will our return trip to Happyhills run out of blood? Let's find out and get to the kills. The game begins with Act 1, The Good. Ooh, and they must be referring to the graphics because they've gotten a very nice overhaul from the last game. Just look at that lighting. Detective Brian Powalski from the previous game is watching his stories when a phone call comes in.
Brian, it's me, Stuart. Listen, he's back. He is back, Brian!
Stuart is referring to John Wade, aka the Pale Grin Killer from the last game that killed so many people in the most delightful ways possible. Oh man, I wish they all could have been golden chainsaws. Brian coats up and heads to the crime scene where things are looking quite familiar according to this typo. 16 stab wounds, knife in the head. It's almost a recreation of the first murder. Almost is right, since I only counted 15 stab wounds in the murder of Gordon Baker from the first game. But after being called out in the comments, I did a frame-by-frame to discover the very invisible 16th stab that really was just a sound effect. And speaking of mistakes, I would like to take a moment now to quietly apologize for counting the coma patient in the last game who was very much alive. I'm sorry. One thing I'm not wrong about, though, is adding this unnamed fellow to the count. Detective Brian says that this is too sloppy to be Pale Grin and turns on his blacklight. Oh boy, this guy really liked getting murdered. He finds a hastily cleaned up handprint that leads him to believe this is a copy clown killer. Outside, he runs into a man that either sounds like Howard Stern or Jeff Goldblum. And I think you know which one I picked. Yes, well, hello, I'm Jeremy Dalton, live for Channel 6 News. Detective Powalski, is this, Pale Grin really back? Wait, Channel 6? What happened to April O'Neil? She probably got fired for smelling like sewer poop. Detective Brian blows smoke in the face of Jeremy's theory, as well as this Miles Morales cosplaying cameraman, before leaving Act 1 in his Chrysler Pixel. Act 2 expands the ellipses with The Bad. Somewhere outside Happyhills lies a lone cabin, inhabited by a shadowy overalls-clad figure. Jeremy Dalton's broadcast plays on the TV, and the figure is none too pleased to hear John Wade being blamed for the crimes. That was supposed to be my kill. Time to take over your amateuristic job. I will show this town what a monster is. That's right, Palegrin's back, with a mask that was inspired by the Age 2018 Halloween mask. Palegrin parks his pixelated pickup and gets to work. Not this way! Alrighty. The other way takes us past Ripley's attorney, believe it or not, in an arcade called Planet Growlock, which this guy probably started after being rejected from Star Command. Inside, there's an amazing collection of parody games, including Toter, Danky, Hack Guy, and Curb Fighter. Oh wait, is that the American History X game? The only playable game is Slasher, which recreates the bar fight level from the first game, but with better controls and less screaming Zoran this time around.
Fuck off!
We get back to the task at hand, finding a weapon that cues us with the same murder music from the first game. Alright, now we just gotta find a victim and press Z to— oh, come on! Press E to kill? Daniel, how could you change that?
Sorry, I changed it in part 2, man.
Hey, I got the apology. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm still gonna take out my residual anger by beating this most likely high striker.
Great graphics.
Act 3 completes the thought as we meet the Ugly, a bearded, beanie bad boy named William Carpenter, who is the father of Madison Carpenter from the first game. Madison was the only person that was nice to an emo John Wade in high school, and thus became his obsession, which, ended where all obsessions do, in a pile of broken bones. No Wish Willow saving that one. With the news that John Wade has returned, William sets out on a quest to avenge his daughter, and whoa, what a bloody quest it is, as he blows the head off of one Jason Takes Manhattan punk and shoots another in half. He finds a sweater-vested Scarface in the ship's hold and demands to know John Wade's location. Turns out this is Kyle, a new character added for the sequel that didn't appear in the first game, but was one of the football players that tormented John Wade alongside his buddy Kenzo, who he sells out real quick. He tells William to talk to Kenzo at his nightclub, the Violet Lotus. But before we can go after that relic from Slay the Spire, we must decide whether or not to slay this Geyer. The choice mechanic was a new addition to the sequel and was added to William's levels to give the player more ownership on just how many tombstones they wanted Mr. Carpenter to be responsible for. And we decided to spare the go-go 80s Reaganaut and leave him in the arms of his booger sugar. But here's what could have happened. Act 4 is actually Metallica's second studio album and puts us back in control of Palegrin, whose outfit has moved away from the Michael Myers jumpsuit to a more Baghead Jason Until Dawn Josh ensemble. We find a James Ford and an It Easter egg in the gutter. Oh, come on, get it, get it, get it! Ah, Bill's gonna kill ya. Down below, where the poops will go, we find a man welding and ignoring us. How rude! Oh, I guess we'll just teach him some manners by cutting these wires, turning on the water pump so we can electrocute him with the same scream effect as the drunk driving arsonist from the first game. And though it's not stated in-game, according to Daniel, the people John's targeting are also the ones that bullied him in school, including this high school's maintenance worker, who was a bitter, dirty man who hated the students and John Wade.
Ha! I can relate, bitch.
You stabbed me. Act 5 puts us back in the business of investigating murders as Detective Powalski. We return to Planet Growlock to find someone has killed the space between murder and weapon. Oh. Ahoy hoy?
Zorn, I know I give you shit for counting everything in game kill counts, but please don't count punctuation. Please?
James really phoning in these cameos nowadays. The brutality of this kill has Palegrin written all over it. Oh, much like the writing on these claw machines. You best turn on the black light to make sure. Oh, it's all over. That's not blood. A spunky note on the wall says to meet at Easter Egg Lane on Halloween. So we add it to our iCal and head outside to be accosted by Jeremy Dalton again. Ah, yes, Detective Powalski. Do you think this is a copycat? Or do you think the infamous Palegrin is crushing heads? God damn it, how do you bloodsuckers always know about a copycat? Probably because you keep getting notification sounds like the one they keep using when new people talk.
That's a good point. I agree.
Okay, how do I turn you guys off? Shh. Act 6 finally brings back the puns in full force with Fright at the museum. Pale Grin is just doing some casual night yo-yoing, which is part of idle animations that Daniel added to the sequel, alongside William's bullet flip and the endless chain smoking of Kowalski.
He should be dead. He should be dead for me.
He should be dead, yeah.
Okay, well, let's just take a not this way. Okie dokie, we'll just continue on Leray Lane. I bet a good guy or two lives there, or maybe 7 in 3 seasons of a TV show. We use the dumpster to get in and find a Happyhills Hammy's Burger. Oh, still being used as background decoration. Though I have to wonder if they've just been sitting here for 6 years. Oh, those things are poison. In the main hall, we use pillars to hide from a security guard. Oh, look at that. Looks like Carl Winslow got a night gig. And he's good at it too, as he manages to spot us twice. You know what, Pale Grin, maybe we keep the yo-yoing to a minimum. Eventually, we just kind of casually grab a probably irreplaceable antique mace and use it to bash the brains out of this former high school security guard like he was using a fly swatter. Love it. Alright, time to switch tones and I with Dance Monkey Dance, returning us to the beanie and blood-soaked revenge tale of William Carpenter. We've made it to the Violet Lotus where Kenzo is hiding, but to get in we must decide whether or not to pay the cover charge of one man's soul. And as with most decisions in games that I've live streamed, I left it up to the chat to decide, including one very vocal viewer.
Send him to hell, says Ben. All right, producer Ben.
So we blow a hole in what could be Will Sasso's chest, and no one notices.
I have murdered a man, and I want to confess.
Now, stop me if you've heard this one before, but a revenge-seeking psycho daddy walks into a bar and murders 2 more employees with a full head explosion and a knife to the eye. Yikes, and I thought the rave from Blade was a bloodbath. We breach the back room, but are beaten down and wake up to a villain monologue from Kenzo. He says he knows how to find John Wade, but first we must play a game we're familiar with. Russian roulette, complete with an actual Russian.
Beat on the nose, but I'll go with it. Oh, this accent is better with mustache.
We play Deer Hunter the game until there's only 1 bullet left.
Oh, looks like your luck has run out, Mr. Carpenter.
Not so fast, as we make sure it's game over for Kenzo's jaw. That doesn't even faze the good boy on the couch. He must be all hopped up on 4th of July trazodone. We then turn around to add another henchman to the count with a full Helen Sharp. Looks like I can see right through you. This Russian curly begs for his life.
Hey Mo, don't kill me. They captured me too.
We spare him and he tells us to talk to John Wade's brother Martin to find out Pale Grin's whereabouts. Only catch is he's locked up in solitary confinement. But that's a story for another act. We pop in another act tape and I'm really starting to wonder whose silhouette that is. But then I'm distracted by another brilliant pun. Pale Grin is back, hanging out at the Peter Pig approved Happyhills slaughterhouse. We start walking to
not this way,
the other side of the screen where we grab some keys. Oh, I don't want them no matter how cute their little sound effect is. Jangle in hell, you bastards. Inside we find, whoa, wait, are we sure this isn't the back room of the grill? I mean, we do find a killing floor, complete with Chef Paul Prudhoe beating his meat.
Sounds like sex, don't it?
We come across a bunch of dead pigs, and since we counted them in Until Dawn, we'll wiggly these piglies onto the count as well. And speaking of Until Dawn, these pigs reminded me of a joke that, oh, I wish I'd been able to do in that video, but I was still able to recount it on our live stream.
I had some Chris puns, and then I thought of one for Chris Hemsworth, and I wanted to say, Christopher sees a ham's worth of dead pigs. And I'm so mad I came up with that after we released the episode.
We search for a murder weapon and find a bear trap? Okay, I guess this really is the back room of the grill. But before we can lure our victim into it, he spots us and telekinetically kills us with a cleaver that sounds like a harpsichord. On second go, we successfully trap our quarry and start the slowest moving hook ever.
Oh, it's so slow. Oh, it's slow. Move your head. All you have to do is slightly move your head, dude. Just slightly move your... Oh, no.
Our slow-ass motherfucking Dom DeLuise is eventually ground up like a pork sausage. Pale Grin then tries his yo-yo hand at Equip.
Oh, how the butcher became the meat. squeal, pig.
What the hell are you doing? What are you, Chris Walker?
Little pig.
It's then revealed that the man we killed was actually Detective Kowalski's brother. But without the constant chain smoking, I don't see the resemblance. Act 9 gives us a partially political pun with the morning after kill.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, damn it.
One of the donut deputies shares his condolences for Brian's loss of his brother, which just fuels Kowalski's rage.
That son of a bitch John Wade will know what he got himself into. This is personal.
For, about 3 seconds.
Anyway, Stuart, why are we here?
Turns out we're at the Violet Lotus, investigating the shootout our old buddy William perpetrated. We comment on the bodies and throw shade on Ben's choice to kill the bouncer.
He was just doing his job.
I stand by my decision.
I'm gonna stand by you while you're arrested.
Did you call him?
Thanks, Officer Tab.
You did it!
We learned that all these victims were part of the royalty-free Yazuka gang, named after the not-so-late Kenzo Yazuka, who is definitely alive, and despite missing a jaw, is actually quite chatty.
Who did this to you?
Carpenter. William. Kuso. Carpenter.
Sorry, dude, you don't have to throw your nickname in there. You barely have a mouth. But honestly, Daniel, great work on the pixel art there, by the way. Just horrifying. After mistaking Kenzo for a dragon, the text god tells us to head back to the car.
Hey, you're gonna be fine.
We get out of the club, yell at Jeremy Goldblum, and find a well-dressed sprite drinking a Sprite. We can't interact with the mystery man, so I guess we'll just hop in the car and drive to the next level. Act 10 is entitled Video Killed the Radio Star.
That's not a pun, that's just a song.
We're back in control of Pale Grin outside of Channel 6 News, where we discover a pile of Joel Miller's lovers. But hey, we're no bricklophiliac and use it to bust our way into the roof, where the weight of our choices finally become too much to bear, and we decide to end it all.
Not this way. You're right. We have so much more killing to live for.
Inside, we overhear that Jeremy Dalton wants to get some footage of himself as Palegrin, fake stabbing his cameraman Clay. Turns out Jeremy is actually our copycat killer, having accidentally stabbed the man from Act 1 16 times. Okay, how the hell does that happen, huh?
Oops! Oh! Oops!
Ow!
Oops!
Ow!
Just 13 more times to go.
Whoops! Ow! We take the elevator down. First floor menswear and confusing sets. Seriously, I don't understand why they have an entire cardboard forest next to the news desk. And I'm sorry, how did Jeremy think this was gonna look real? There's a truss in the middle of the woods. All right, well, I guess it's up to us as Palegrin to up the production value. Grabbing a camera and beating Clay to actual death. God, I love how it shows on the screen behind him, and then the teeth get stuck on the camera. Oh, good kill, good kill. Jeremy returns dressed as Palegrin Classic.
Sorry, dude. I walked into Beth, the chick with the huge mellow. Oh my God, Clay!
He then mourns his friend for a few seconds before accepting the same bleedvite Palegrin gave Kowalski. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, Jeremy. Now go find comfort with Beth and her huge melanomas. Act 11 is the Shank Redemption. One too many shanks there, I think.
It's never enough.
William sits next to the grave of his daughter Madison, swearing he'll avenge her death once he finds John Wade's brother Martin. Oh, thanks for the exposition morning. Just then, Kowalski appears and reveals that he already knows William. Apparently, they served together in Vietnam. But even though they once were friends, Brian has to arrest William for, all the murder. 4 days later, William's in prison, which was exactly his plan. He got himself arrested so he could find John Wade's brother in solitary confinement. A guard harasses us and tells us exactly where solitary is located. Helpful. Seconds later, the cells open and a prison riot occurs. Super helpful. A prisoner attacks us, but we easily punch him, sending him over the railing and onto the count. Oh, now that's a one-punch man. We run into Kyle, the cokehead we spared before. Well, nice to see the system works, and nice that he's able to just have lunch while this whole riot thing's just going on. Downstairs, we can add a guard to the count, and oh no, I've seen Human Centipede 3. I know where this is going. Run! Run! In a canteen, they're serving up some Happyhills hammies, alongside footage of Clay's murder. Yeah, it's better than old episodes of Cop Rock.
Let's be careful out there.
But you know who wasn't careful out there? These two Yazuka henchmen, who William kills when he strikes a pose. We make our way through the riot, witnessing a handful of kills that include a triplet takedown, 2 dead guards, and this pile of person being launched over the railing. Aw, kinda looks like our daughter. Sad. Unfortunately, upstairs, we do run afoul of some guards, who shoot us quite a lot. Next go around, we play nice in a cell and sneak our way into solitary, where a guard lets us in to Martin Wade's cell. Inside, Martin's just calmly reading a bedtime story to J.B. Chimpanski. We learn that Martin is actually John Wade's adopted brother, and that John killed their foster father and pinned it on Martin. But, we didn't really ask for your whole life story, so just tell us where John is.
I don't have the slightest idea, son. That snake is like mist. He could be anywhere.
Whoa, hold on. Mist snakes? Okay, well that is something that sounds absolutely terrifying. Martin is able to point us toward a cabin owned by his late father that might be the lair of our clowny killer. We leave Martin and thank our guard friend Jeff, who also served with William in Vietnam. He says our car is waiting for us outside of the laundry room. So we head to the courtyard and knock out a guard. Hey-ya! Damn, those are some powerful fists to knock out someone through a helmet. Oh, let's just grab his riot shield to walk towards, another human centipeder carving up a guard.
Oh no.
Oh, yes! Good job, boys! Burgers are waiting for you in the canteen! In the laundry, another prisoner is being attacked and asks for our help. We're given the choice to kill or spare, but I reacted so fast that we just ended up killing him.
I'm really sorry I killed that guy just immediately. I didn't know I had the option to spare him. Yeah, well.
We moved some laundry carts to find a note from Pennywise.
Beep, beep, Richie.
Before making our great escape.
William Tombstone Carpenter crawled his way to freedom through maybe like 10 feet of vent before casually strolling to his car and driving off. What a lackluster ending to this whole fucking story.
It's been scientifically proven that there is nothing more relaxing than a hammock. And at Happyhills Hammies, we sell every kind of hammock you could imagine. But you know what we don't sell? Hamburgers. So stop fucking asking! Swing your cares away with a Happyhills Hammy today. Happyhills Hammies is located across the street from Happyhills Hammies, the hamburger joint that uses AI art in their commercials. What a bunch of dicks. Hey, I didn't know! Act 12 switches back to Pale Grin with Forgive Me, Father, for I Have Skinned. Outside a very nice suburban house, we have to make our way past a sleeping Scooby Shepherd, which we fail to do twice. We then dodge the ground twigs to grab a Jill Valentine McKee we can use on the front door. Now let's just see what's inside.
Everyone's asleep. Oh, he wasn't asleep! He was so not asleep!
And he wasn't asleep the second time he got us either. Upstairs, we fulfill Freddy's 5-6 part of the nursery rhyme and grab a thing on the table that lets us unlock, another thing to the basement. We see a couple taxidermy animals, which I'm not gonna count because they're actually randomly generated background art and aren't accompanied by a detailed hunting log, like in Resident Evil 2. So let's just hope there aren't any more in the next, oh, hello, half-naked lady on a table. Oh, wait, is this Chief Iron's place? After a brief yo-yo break, yeah, that's right, walk that dog. We ungag the Dexter victim, causing her to scream and alert the priest upstairs. We hide behind some skin mannequins that I'll add to the count, since according to Daniel, these are the remains of the murder priest's victims. And we're set to learn more about them because Daniel told me that he is actually working on a spin-off game following this man of the blood-soaked cloth. The priest then checks on the girl, and we use our sharpened crucifix to absolve him of his sins. The power of Christ impales you! The power of Christ impales you! The power of Christ! It impales. Oh, good God. You good? I mean, no, you were a murdery preacher, man. I just, I have other kills to count, so it'd be good to wrap this up and, okay, nope, we're still going there. The power of, wow, in the head too. Okay, well, wait for it. Wait for it. Kill graphic. Finally. Sir Pups-A-Lot wasn't too thrilled with us killing its master, but an E-pet gives us a new best friend.
Good dog. I will call you Madison.
Killing sick murder priests and petting dogs. Pale Grin really isn't a bad guy. Maybe you untie the girl, though? No? Oh, yep. Okay, moving on. Act 13 is less pun and more something a grizzled old prospector would yell at you. With news of the lackadaisical escape of William Carpenter, Kowalski heads to William's trailer to search for clues. We find just that on William's evidence board. But before we can dig into it, a shadowy figure races past. Sizzler? And so we begin a chase sequence where we have to leap fences and avoid Trubbish homes, which quickly became my new version of the bar fight from the first game.
Ah, shit! Why did you not jump? Ah, fuck off. Damn it. Ah, balls.
In the end, we failed to run for the hills 6 times. We finally make it to the edge of the cliff where our hoodied hooligan reveals herself.
I'm Amanda. I was a student at West Pine High. I did something bad.
And that bad something was giving her boyfriend the matches to start the fire that burned John Wade. But that dude got wall macheted in the first game, so we're cool. We offered to take her to the police station for a little interrogation, and I really hope that this doesn't turn into a Halloween 3 style romance. Act 14 brings us back to song titles with Blue Monday. Kowalski finishes with his new order of questioning, and Amanda is worried that John could still get her even in the police station.
Don't worry, John Wade can't get you here. This station is guarded by heavy-duty, gun-packed sons of guns.
That's right, their fathers were guns, and their fathers' fathers were guns. So there's no way John Wade could take out a bunch of cops. Safe. And speak of the devil clown, Pale Grin is just casually outside grabbing some handcuffs, choking out a police officer with them.
Oh, that's a pretty bad cuff you've got there.
We strip the bitch, donning our swatty disguise, and it's time to head into
Not this way.
Damn it! Inside, we tried to blend in with our donut-chomping compatriots.
Holy moly, Hank. I see those bicep curls really worked out, huh? Stay away from my wife. Please.
Now, to find Amanda. We need a key card to get into the armory, so we snag one from this guy and equip ourselves with a knife, smoke bomb, and
infrared? Oh, I like where this is going.
We find Kowalski and drop the smoke mic before switching on our infrared and proceeding to murder 6 police officers on screen, and I'm gonna say 4 more off screen based on the sound effects. We then get to control a 4th character, Amanda, as we grab un peep and smash our way through a grate. Yeah, she did more work than William did to escape her confines. Palegrin finds us and we run, but end up troping over something, which leads to another player death. Next time, we're able to escape and make it to the protective and totally not love interest arms of Kowalski, who says he's taking us to a safe house. Oh no, stay platonic, please! Inside the HPD Special Forces van, Amanda laments coming out of hiding, and I would have to agree with her based on this swole swatty boy and his music. Palegrin's bloody off-screen antics add 4 SWAT members and a driver to the kill count. Because I'm sure, once the van stopped, he murdered him. What's he gonna do, give him a 5-star rating? The next act has us investigating the cabin Martin Wade tipped us off about. We wisely don't go through the front door. All right, how about
not this way?
Okay, maybe
not this way.
Fine, we'll just check out this corn shack where we grab a hammer and can, oh, look at that, some of John's trophies. Hey, there's the crucifix and that mace. Oh no, John, that thing's like 500 years old. Pretty sure they got people looking for that. We pry our way into the cabin. Oh, hello, Hedwig. And start searching for... And at this point, I completely lost it on stream.
No, I don't. You're on your own. Enjoy the stream. I'm done. Seriously, I'm not killing the dog.
But eventually I knew I had to go through with it.
What? No.
I would never kill a dog in any of my games.
And thank Reverse God for that, though she is probably still really traumatized. Anyway, we get our invitation to the Craven Lane soiree, but unfortunately some Yazuka have come to also crash the party.
I'm out, Mr. Carpenter.
We head back to our car and take out 3 Yazukas, 2 of them tastefully behind some corn.
All right, block that one for YouTube.
We continue on to a Ghost of Tsushima standoff that ends when a pup named Scooby-Doo makes his neck into a Scooby snack.
Who's a good girl?
Yeah, Madison's the best little girl, and oh god, I miss my daughter!
We follow the flower petals to our next samurai showdown that ends in a delayed intestine spill, before we do an on-time one with this devil with a blue mask on. All that's left now is Kenzo, who we take out by pressing E.
Yeah, looks like your luck has run out again, Tombstone. Yeah.
Yes, saved by the spiritual reincarnation of our daughter. Oh, it's just like that old pilot Buczynski, without Peter Boyle. Oh, Madison, you truly are the MV pup of the game. All right, time to get back on track with another murder mission. We made it to the big day, and Pale Grin's kicking things off by stalking a pair of Wonder Twins named Trevor and Andy. Much like Kyle and Kenzo, the twins were part of the high school football team that tortured John Wade, and were not seen in the first game. They were just an afterthought created for this sequel.
There wasn't supposed to be a sequel in the first place. That's why I had to create a lot of new characters.
We follow them into the Loomis Street subway, which might as well be the station from Scream 6, since it's packed with Easter eggs. You got Ghostface, Wolfman, Dracula, Michael Myers, a stormtrooper, and, oh wait, Phoenix. Who is that?
Chewbacca.
And who is that?
Half-Life.
You're not far off, son, as that's actually where that character got his inspiration. And we've seen him throughout the game, but really don't know who he is. Care to clarify, Daniel?
When the sequel came out, the man in the suit was supposed to represent the player. The passive watcher who likes to enjoy the violence that's happening in front of his eyes, but at a safe distance, just like the people playing my game.
In fact, he is also the silhouette that we see at the beginning of each act. Down in the subway, we actually find some fun poster parodies for Frameboy, Xeno, and The Object. Inside the train, we grab a fire extinguisher and casually beat one of the twins with it before filling him up with CO2 until he pops. Awesome. All right, now to go after the twin, and he got away. Great. Okay, another chase scene. Fun. We slow walk after him through a Michael Jackson rave. Okay, I'm sorry, is this real? This has got to be a dream. Yeah, oh, see, there's Freddy.
This ain't no dream. Now go kill that clown bitch.
One of the twins hops out of the train, so we proceed to punch the conductor and take control of it. And it didn't say press E to kill, so I'm not adding him to the count. We then use our train training to run over Andy, who according to Daniel loves spray painting subway tunnels, so it's fitting that he sprayed himself all over this one. Kowalski has arrived at the big Craven Lane finale an hour early. And like my Grandpa Brown always said, early is on time and on time is late. Kowalski dumpster dives over the wall, wandering the abandoned amusement park until he finds Amanda still alive. Okay, well, what are you waiting for? Grab your prize and... Wait, this is obviously a trap. Go! We come to, tied up inside the Penguin's Duckmobile. Pale Grin's gone full jigsaw, telling us we need to unplug the correct wires to avoid becoming pate. Well, little does he know, this ain't my first point-and-click rodeo. Here we go. Click, click, no boom. Having survived our Tubbs torture, our next challenge is a shooting gallery. 25 bandits, detective. Your prize will be a key. Whatever, I guess it's shooter-in time. Oh yeah, gotta love the being chased out of town in a pickup truck music. Our job is, of course, not to shoot the sheriff or the deputies, one that we fail at, which fills us with cactus needles and, I guess, regret as we die and start over. Next round, we prove this wild gunman is a crack shot and collect our... key, even though I actually wanted one of them Perry platypuses or, oh, is that Cowboy Grimace? Man, I don't even know what that genetic monster is anyway.
McDonald's actually confirmed that he's an anthropomorphic taste bud who represents taste.
Oh, then why is he so furry?
He's from the 70s. It's before people started shaving.
Oh, I get that. Our final test involves turning Jeremy Dalton, the copycat killer / journalist, into the mascot, King Blue Bear. All he needs is a suit. Find it, detective. It consists of 6 parts. A head, a torso, 2 legs, and 2 arms. What, no Jessica Riley's 7th limb? All right, time to get this Grinsaw trial underway.
The last time I entered a hole that said fun was in that gas station bathroom. Well, it was fun, I'll be honest. Let's go!
We enter the Windows 95 pipe screensaver to find what would be normally background bodies that I'm going to count since Daniel says they're Pale Grin's test subjects. We eventually find all the pieces of the costume and put them on Jeremy. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, the pots are filled with sharp razor blades. Jeremy, will not survive this. And we've got another decision on our hands because it's either him or Amanda. Let's just hope that this Amanda isn't also an apprentice. We make our choice, putting all the pieces on Jeremy except for the head.
Yes, well, thank you very much for not putting the head on me. And oh, Jesus Christ.
And with the Torture Freddy head in place, we can add Jeremy Dalton to the count. We find Princess Blueberry in the next room and tell her to get the hell out of here, all the while just blowing smoke directly into her face. She then runs off, probably much slower now that she has emphysema, and we prepare to take down John Wade once and for all. Tape 18 is a trip down memory lane. Oh, wait, no. Okay, this better not be like a flashback filler episode to distract from the finale. Yep, that's what it is. We become pale green as a little kid wearing the mask, wandering upstairs to visit our biological mother, who calls us Billy and really isn't a fan of us waking up our baby sister.
Billy, I swear! Go bother your father or something!
But I want to bother you, Mom. Since Mom won't let this yo-yo boy rock the baby, we go and bother our dad, who's just casually reading a Bible. And turns out this is William Tombstone Carpenter, who we were named after. And you know what that means? Madison was our sister. Oh, I really hope that those were strictly platonic dead birds that we were gifting her in the first game. William Dadman Carpenter tells us to play some video games, so we start up the royalty-free version of Pong called Poing. But wait, Pong didn't come out till 1972, and this is a full 5 years before that. Ho, I smell a lawsuit. Ugh, why does it smell like Tim and onions? We poing about until our console tells us to kill someone? Who owned this before us? Son of Sam? Well, okay, well, it can't be talking to us. Oh God, no. You kidding me? We can't kill our mom. She's our mom. She's gotta be like, the sweetest woman in the world.
You useless piece of shit! I knew having you was a mistake!
And down you go. With that, she dies in the same manner as her daughter Madison. Like Mother, seriously, that's just fucked up. William discovers the body and disowns us as we flash forward 7 years to a therapist or caseworker's office? Something. We're informed that the Wade family wants to adopt us and understands all about our little throwing mama from the stairs accident. Flash forward another 2 years to Christmas night with the Wade family. And I really hope this parent is a lot nicer than the last one.
The fuck you wearing that mask for, John? It's Christmas, not Halloween, you fucking idiot.
Note to self, be really nice to my kid, especially if he's running around in a clown mask. Oh God, here's some video games and candy. I love you. Daddy Wade sends Billy John to the shed for more beer. Oh, and what a beautiful snowy night. I got a question for y'all. Do you want to build a snowman? Huh? One that violates IP? Inside the shed, we grab a drill instead of the beer. Man, we really can't see shit in this mask, can we? And back inside the house, it's time to give Adopto-Dad his present. Merry Christmas.
Deck the halls with parts of Charlie, fa la 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 la. Make the Yuletide gross and gnarly, fa la.
Merry Christmas, you alcoholic absentee fuck. The penultimate act picks up an hour after Kowalski arrived at the amusement park. Slacker! We're William Carpenter again, shooting our way into the park, where we find Finestro's Hall of Mirrors. We head inside to find, we're not a vampire! Oh God, no! John's stuck in the movie Mirrors! Kiefer, help get him out! Get him out of there! No, he's not stuck. He's just here to do a reverse Darth Vader moment, revealing that William is his father. Mr. Carpenter is none too pleased, even though Pale Grin does show remorse for killing Madison.
You fucking bastard! My son Billy died years ago. Now it's your turn, John.
Cursed with 21 years bad luck, we head deeper into the mirror maze where, oh, look, John left us some bullets. Well, in fairness, he did miss quite a few Father's Days. And, this is better than a tie. In the next Hall of Mirrors, we managed to take out 3 clown dudes. Well, technically 2, since this guy shoots one of them for us. Thanks, bud. Your reward is no pants forever. The greatest prize. Outside, we run into a pea-pal who asks us not to kill him. Hey man, we don't have a choice. If we don't kill you, he kills us. Noticing the Running Man collar around his neck, we decide to spare him, which does nothing, as the collar blows his head off. Well, at least we can sleep soundly tonight knowing we made the right choice. You know, once all the screams of our other victims die down. We're attacked by another test subject from the Saw Xbox game, and this one gets the better of us. Damn, guess we didn't detective tap the button fast enough. Next time around, we're able to shoot the pale grin prisoner. And in the next room, we get some more shotgun shells. Oh, and what's this? Do we have time for a burger break? No? Okay, well, how about a hot dog? Hey, bartender with the machine gun, you got any Chicago style? Is that ketchup? Blasphemer! We then move on to dessert with a very Naked Gun-style close-quarter shootout before he samples our favorite flavor, Swiss cheese and bullets. With our bloodlust in full force, we breach another door, but are stopped by our sonny boy! Pale Grin refuses to give us an easy death. He wants us to suffer, just like he did. Oh, come on, he hasn't suffered that much. Oh my god, he's Deadpool! And if the burns weren't enough, we learned that while William was in Vietnam, Billy John's mom would beat him constantly. A tradition his foster father continued. He then ends the therapy sesh a little early, but I'm sure he's still charging us for the full hour. It's now Act 20, the end of the longest act structure ever in a story. Daniel, do you know how acts work?
I just like the word act.
Perfect. Having just freed Madison, we grab our bonus prize from King Blue Bear himself.
A crossbow? Well, a bit too primitive for my taste, but it does the job. The Q key enters and exits aiming mode. I can fire with the E key on a target.
Well, maybe we can use that to shoot through the fourth wall. Or just this target to lower a drawbridge into the... The Excalibur? Oh, look, they brought back my favorite Chicago haunted nightclub, where the finest Downers Grove teens could use their fake IDs to party with middle-aged divorcees in an endless sea of bachelorette parties. Oh, man. I miss passing out in their bathrooms. Until I saw that ghost. We raise the portcullis to find our nom buddy William, who promptly mocks our crossbow.
Listen, Robin Hood, don't stand in my way. The Pale Grin dies tonight.
The Pale Grin dies tonight! The Pale Grin dies tonight! The Pale Grin dies tonight!
Yeah, let's go push a mental patient out a window!
Jesus, Tim.
No.
Looks like it's time for a team up, but I'm confused. How do we switch characters?
Well, this is strange. Apparently I'm given tutorials now. We can switch characters by using the 1 and 2 digit keys.
Some kind of fourth wall here. There we go. We use the new dual player mechanic to work together, hitting switches and moving dragons with another Pale Grin test subject inside. Oh, come on, man, will you kill him on screen so I can, see it? It all feels very Lost Vikings, and I am here for it. That is until I manage to get William strangled twice. As Forrest and Lieutenant Dan Walski venture deeper, controls switch back to Pale Grin. We manage to avoid some floor bullets, but another hide behind the pillar's stealth section gets us the Loomis Special.
I shot him 6 times!
We manage to slip away and separate William and Powalski, putting an end to the crossplay with some anime cross-popping veins.
Shit in 3/4. John separated us. What now?
Well, how about we just right-click and replace that typo? There we go. We take control of Powalski and find a dragon with indigestion.
Yeah.
Wait, that pixelated pile looks familiar.
God, please no. Amanda. No, no, no!
Sorry, Powario, but your princess's guts aren't in another castle. Can someone get Toad to come in here and clean this up? Powalski breaks down, realizing he can't save anyone, including himself, as he's knocked off the track by a dueling dragon. Back in the bearded beanie of Billiam, Pale Grin gives us a souvenir photo of Brian drunk and passed out in a bar, dated September 4th, 1983, the night that Madison was murdered. Powalski was supposed to be on guard duty that night, but he didn't show up, inadvertently leading to Madison's death. William reacts in a calm and measured way.
I will kill that drunk fuck! And I will kill you too, John.
I think you mean control you two, as we're once again Pale Grin, filming our next video for our YouTube channel.
Welcome to my show. Make sure to like, comment, and... I'm so tired. I can't even think of jokes anymore. I've been I've been doing this too long. I guess I gotta go kill someone with a box cutter.
We shut off the lights and use the shadows to box cut Billiam, but end up filling our overalls with buckshot, among probably other things. Once we get the rhythm down, we pass our stab revolution and return to a very much alive Brian Powalski.
Glad that bouncy castle was there to break my fall. Fuck off, I love it.
Well, best get to the final battle.
Not this way!
Shit and 3/4, guess it's this way. Past a clown prisoner who was kind enough to highlight his gun before he died. I guess we can use this to kill beloved composer John Williams. Oh no, sorry, that's John and William. Yeah, I guess you lived to score another day, Williams. We head into the Bobu Show tent, whose name is inspired by beloved Chicago icon Bozo the Clown, and not an NFT bean farmer. But inside, instead of a grand prize game, we get a grand punch face, courtesy of William. Well, this seems like the perfect time for a little Madison murder trauma dump.
There's nothing I can do to make it right. Killing me does not bring Madison back. Stand down!
I thought you were my friend. I have nothing to lose now.
Unfortunately, William was wrong, and he still had one life to lose. But somehow, William's large spread shotgun missed Powalski and found its intended target, Palegrin.
What a twist!
With his grin growing even paler, John gives Powalski one last insult.
I don't need to kill you. Alcohol and depression will take you. Burn in hell, bastard.
We're then left to press E to kill.
I don't really actually want to kill John. It's kind of like the dog. Maybe he'll fire across his head. How about that? Maybe he'll just fire above his head. Oh, no. All right, well, let's just, okay, that's enough of that. All right, well, he's, yeah, that's fine. No, well, we don't want it. Okay, this is E, okay, all right, stop it. Stay, okay, no. All right, that's, I don't think they're making a third one.
And Daniel did confirm that John Wade is truly dead. But as for a third one, well...
Everyone can wear the mask, so you never know.
The game then ends with Powalski apologizing to his friend's corpse, adopting Madison the dog, and watching what I can only assume is Predator on the TV. How many sprites got opened and poured all over the count? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
Not this way!
Hold on.
Not this way!
Right, sorry, set's really new. I get a little turned around here, but if I just go...
Not this fucking way, man!
All right, I'm sorry. During our return to Happyhills, we counted 79 kills, consisting of 63 men, 14 unknown, and only 2 women, giving us an almost princessless blueberry pie. As for who was responsible for these kills, well, 31 went to Palegrin, 20 were Williams, 25 went to other folks / dog, and 3 were Detective Bryant's, which, makes sense since he's a cop and really shouldn't be shooting everyone. And since this game introduced the choice mechanic, well, that means the most kills, least kills graph returns, with a low of 77 kills and a high of 80 kills, putting us just, so close. Just a stupid conscience getting in our way. For our franchise totals, and adjusting for the miscounted coma patient, the sequel adds 20 more kills than its predecessor, but Palegrin only does half the kills he did in the first game. No biker bar scene around this time to pad his numbers. As for player deaths, we died / restarted 29 times. 17 is Palegrin, 4 is William, 1 is Amanda, and 7 is Brian, thanks to that damn chase scene. So with a playthrough time of 2 hours and 8 minutes, that gave us a player death on average every 4.4 minutes, and a kill on average every 1.6 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Andy. No, wait, I mean Trevor. He's the one that got blown up by the fire extinguisher. I love it. Just, you see the veins on his stomach, and the fact that he does this just in a public train and no one cares is just amazing. Oh, Palegrin. You are something special. Dull Machete for lamest kill goes to the 2 Yazuka members that were killed in the cornfield. All of William's kills were pretty gory, so hiding a few behind a cornfield was less than amazing. The Royal Reload for best character death goes to Palegrin being killed by Brian's brother. Most of the deaths were just try-agains, but this one was great because he did what his brother couldn't by becoming a telekinetic butcher brother. And finally, the Prime Pun Award for Best Act Title goes to The Morning After Kill. There were definitely less puns during this tight 20-act structure, but the ones that were there were fantastic. Plus, if I've learned anything from watching open mic stand-up, it's that abortion jokes are comedy gold. And that's it. The Happyhills Homicide 2 came out in 2025 and is a worthy successor to the original that adds some incredibly fun gameplay and story twists that I absolutely loved. Next month, we'll be taking a break to do a special one-off video, but until then, I'm a man who was scarred by a clown orgy on an episode of HBO's Real Sex TV show, and this has been The Kill Count. Thank you for watching another glorious Kill Count Games episode. I'm just so happy that we got to do Happyhills 2. I love that so much. And you know what I don't love? This mustache, because it was just about to fall off, all right? I'm sorry. Sorry, it's not a real mustache. Do you want that, Tim? I don't think you want that. It's sweaty as hell. I, of course, want to thank Daniel Welding for making this game and also for doing a couple of vocal cameos. See if you can point those out in the comments. Also want to thank Isaac Robinson Smith for his amazing Morgan Freeman impression, Megan Gorman, my wife, for generally raising our child, and also doing a couple of voices in here. Jesus, you're wearing the mustache. I don't know why. I didn't catch that at first. So next month, there won't be a kill count, but we are doing a very special one-off video. There's a research-heavy, really fun, different kind of video that we're gonna be doing next month. So I'm very excited.
Some new stuff.
We're trying new stuff, because that's what Dead Meat Games is. I love having both you boys here on the set. This is Dead Meat Games. This is what it's about. Hanging out with silly folks.
We're gonna be at PAX West at the beginning of September. So if you are coming to PAX West or able to make it, or like you were on the fence about going,
so check us out at PAX West in September. And then as always, every other week we do the What We Play in the Shadows podcast. Since I've got a couple of dummies here with me today, we're gonna say
thanks so much for watching. Tell your friends, tell your enemies,
and
be good players.